everyone, I'm almost at the lot. So last night we took the trencher back. We weren't able to quite finish the part on the flat, like where the building is sitting, which I figured was going to be an issue because we already knew it was really rocky there. So this will have to happen with the excavator together with like the kind of the downhill part. We didn't find any of the wire or the conduit, and there's a few different options for the wire between like aluminum and copper and the different sizes and I guess amount of electricity that you can take over. And I don't think Mitch has made a final decision. I just got here. Mitch's parents came. Oh no, it's really windy today and it has been blowing the insulation of the roof. That doesn't look super good. Oh, he has already started digging the little trench that we had left, and his parents are here. And I think one of the goals is to put one of the garage doors up, like up, like we can open it, so that we can at least drive in and out with the main lift still. So last night we had gotten up to there and he tried to come down this and it was just not working. So he came down this and tried to work with the trencher. And we kind of got stuck in a couple of rocks here and there and it just seemed like a waste of time. So we said, you know what, we're going to have to use the excavator anyways for this part. Let's just use the excavator for the whole way. Especially since this part here, we need to drive over, which means that the hole needed to be even deeper. You can see here, a little rocky, but nothing terrible in general. So that's not done. Actually, well, to be fair, it does need a little bit more work, like the trench itself up there, because every time Mitch would take like a little bit of a turn, it wouldn't fully dig to like the depth we wanted. So he would over dig right before and right after, so that he can go in and kind of push the dirt around and it will be about the right depth. So I don't think it's going to be an issue at all because we've over dug around most of them, but it does need probably, I would guess, a couple of hours of work. I mean, it is 250 feet. Mitch and they were putting up the I don't know what they're called, the rails for the garage door. That one they've already leveled. We have switched tasks again, so those are both up, but Mitch doesn't want to start installing the door because then we'll have no way out. So they went back to working on this side. They put together the two 2x6s I brought. They screwed them together and now they are going to try to put them between those rails so that they can attach to the third piece in the middle and put the rod. There's a lot of pieces here. I mean, for how much door is already up, there's just a lot of pieces left. Seems like those things are where the wire is gonna go around, but Jesus, how many screws and bolts. But we're working on it. So there was a right and a left spring.
Yeah.
Are those springs, are they wound opposite way?
Yeah. That's why I said right and left. Left wound, right round.
I wonder how the hell that works.
Okay.
At least all the million pieces that were here seem to be
Going away?
Are those 3/8?
Yeah.
Takes 9/16.
that side and the red one on this side. Red is the left-hand turn. Left-hand red drum. Right wound screw. What? This one says left and right. Okay, red, black is right. Okay, we're right. So why is the left-hand drum on that side?
That shows the red over here. You think that's the way it is?
Apparently. It has the left-hand drum but the right-hand spring on this side.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
So a lot has happened today. I didn't go to the lot. In fact, I'm at home right now trying, but being very unsuccessful in lighting a fire. This morning, Mitch drove to Denver. So he took all the trash to the dump, and then he drove with the trailer down to Denver to pick up conduit and wire. But then, since he was down in civilization, he made some phone calls. So first he called the county. The first thing we found out was that the guy who is assigned to our case is on vacation. Now, not gonna make any comment about this. Mitch spoke to him on Thursday and told him about how we're in a rush and just to let us know if we can schedule the next inspection. He couldn't have told us that he's gonna be out of the office for the next week. So he spoke to somebody else who said, I will go ahead and approve this today so you guys can schedule your inspection. So the good news is that Mitch was able to schedule the inspection for tomorrow, which means that he was able to go back to roofing today. Not just able, but actually had to go back to roofing because he had only put like the screws, but not all, like the extra screws that he had to put on the siding where the siding overlapped. He had to do the same on the roof, and he hadn't done that, so he's doing that right now. But at the same time, while he was in Denver, he also called the place about sand delivery. We needed sand for the sand pit. So a lot happened today. Nothing was filmed because I was not there. Maybe he's filmed it, I shouldn't say that. And maybe for him, the most exciting part was that he bought a headlamp. So right now he's at the lot screwing the extra screws of the roof, and he has a headlamp, and he was like, it just was working so good because the light goes where I want it to go and where I'm looking.
We're putting 3 identical wires into a long tube.
Yeah.
And so you wouldn't be able to know which end is which end over there. So you have to do this on both ends to color it, so you know this connects to one side here. They all connect to different terminals.
Oh, they do. Okay. All right, so we have started unrolling the wire. This is the first of 3 of this size. So you can see here, the other 2. And then there's a 4th one. Have you already pulled the little one all the way?
Yeah.
You can see right next to me, there's actually a very much smaller wire. The good news is that I measured the distance correctly the other day by myself. Really, I measure perfect because we have about 10 feet left on each direction. And that's kind of what we wanted, right?
I mean, we have about 10 feet past what we wanted.
Yeah, but we also, we ended up getting like 30 or 40 more.
Because if we would have been like close to ending at both sides,
yeah,
it would have been way more panic than...
I mean, I think we added 40 to what I had, 30 or 40 to what I had calculated. Definitely, while you were pulling it though, and we were coming to the end, I was getting a little stressed out.
Yeah.
But it turned out good.
I don't want to walk back down, just pull this loop out.
Just pull it with the other one, can you not?
No, because then they might get intertangled and then I'm going to fight it. I'm just going to go down to the bottom and pull it.
Okay, and now hold it from the side.
I tied it to that thing, just make sure it doesn't have. Last one. Yellow we'll go with.
Okay.
I guess we don't need to tape the last one, right? There's 3.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, whatever. Let's just put some tape in case it bitches.
So after you unroll this last one, do we have to go like every so often and
No, I don't think so.
tape them together?
No. I think we just need to get them pulled tight at the beginning and then we'll start passing conduit. I don't know if I should glue 2 and try or just try 1 at first.
Glue to conduit.
Yeah.
Oh. 2 I think we can go. Wait, those are not 10 feet.
What?
I thought you said they only had 10 feet.
No. That's why I'm saying. I don't know if when Brock told me to glue 2 or 3 together, he was thinking I was going to get 10-footers.
I think he said 30 to 40 feet.
I mean, it's not really relevant anyway. I think I'll do it with 1 at first because
Yeah.
if we drag and knock a bunch of rocks in the hole,
Yeah.
we'll fight 3 days fixing this.
Is it the hardest on your forearms?
No, yesterday getting these rocks broken out was a 3,000 times worse job than this.
So I'm having the skid steer warm up so I can go down there and move the sand into the sand pit. So once we're down there I can also show you the sand. And I want to show you what we did here. We have put the conduit almost all the way down to where it started going downhill before the flat of the building. And every conduit he pulled, Mitch also glued it right then. So we don't have to worry about it. We pushed it in and then we went around the whole way down and like backfilled so that the conduit is sitting on solid ground. Apparently that's called bedding, the conduit. So everything actually looks really good. There's one spot that the conduit was hitting a rock on one turn and a rock on the other, and it was causing it to like lift up. So that will be, in my opinion, the only spot where the inspector might complain about depth. Otherwise, I could not imagine people do it any better than this. And then Mitch has also attached the end part that's kind of like a 90-degree turn. You can see there. That's actually by far the hardest part to put on. So now I'm taking the skid steer down there with the rest of the conduit. There is 5 left. I'm gonna switch these to the bucket so that I can move the sand in and out of the way and one project can be fully done. Electric is almost done and it's only, I think maybe noon. So I expected it to be like a full day job. Oh, I didn't tell you, the inspector came and we passed. So we passed our sheeting inspection. So he said next we need to get the trenching, rough electric, final electric, and then he said there will be the framing inspection and the final inspection. He can do those together. So basically what we're waiting for is to finish with all the electric and close up the roof, and we can pretty much be done. We have made it to the building. I think this took way less time than I expected.
It took longer yesterday to just get the trencher ready for it.
Yeah.
I had to go along the whole way like we did today to fill it.
Yeah.
On my knees with the pickaxe
And
and break those things and then scoop. I couldn't fit anything except one hand and try to scoop the dirt out.
as you're scooping out, you're touching the
falling
side. Yeah.
And then I went along the whole one side with the rake and pulled it back so we would stop knocking it in from one side.
Yeah. No, today wasn't so bad at all.
Hey stop 참 무책임해 왜 자꾸 들었다 놨다 해 헷갈리게